Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what's out there? We often dream of finding a new Earth, a paradise among the stars. But what if I told you that the universe is also filled with nightmares? Planets so terrifying, so hostile, that they make our worst horror movies look like a walk in the park. Today, we're not searching for a new home. We're taking a tour of the universe's most wanted list, the most deadliest planets ever discovered. Buckle up, because it's going to be a bumpy and, frankly, terrifying ride. First stop. A planet that sounds like it's straight out of a biblical apocalypse HD 189733b from a distance. It's a beautiful, deep blue marble, reminiscent of our own Earth. But get a little closer, and that beauty turns deadly. This gas giant orbits its stars so closely that its temperatures soar to over 1000 degrees Celsius. But the heat is the least of your worries. The planet's stunning blue color isn't from oceans. It's from silica particles in its atmosphere. What does that mean? It means it rains glass sideways, propelled by winds obstáculos H 8,7 kilometers per hour, 7 times the speed of sound. Imagine being caught in a whirlwind of molten glass shards. That's just Tuesday on HD 189733b. It's a literal blender of death, shredding anything and everything in its path. Feeling a bit scorched? Let's cool things down to a planet of a different kind. An ice world named Ogle 2005 BLG 390LB, nicknamed Hathby Scientis after the ice planet from Star Wars. This place is unimaginably cold. Its surface temperature plunges to a bone-chilling minus 220 degrees Celsius. That's colder than liquid nitrogen. Any atmosphere it might have had is frozen solid, lying on the ground like a blanket of snow. You wouldn't just freeze to death here. You would shatter. The extreme cold would make your body as brittle as glass. It's a silent, frozen tomb. A world where the very air you'd need to breathe is a solid block of ice. Next, let's visit a world that takes hell to a whole new level. Koro 7b. This was one of the first rocky planets discovered outside our solar system, and it's a real piece of work. It's tidally locked to its star, meaning one side Jeonju perpetually faces the star, while the other is in permanent darkness. The day side is a molten hellscape, with temperatures reaching 2600 degrees Celsius, hot enough to vaporize rock. So, what happens to all that vaporized rock? It forms clouds so broke. These clouds then drift over to the night side, where it's cooler. And what do you think happens then? It rains liquid rock. Molten lava showers down from the sky. So you could either be vaporized on the day side or be pelted by a rain of fire and molten stone on the night side. Not much of a choice, is it? Think it can't get any worse. Let's talk about a planet that's literally being eaten alive. Meet WASP-1b, a hot Jupiter that's so close to its star, it's being pulled apart. This star's immense gravity is distorting the planet into an egg shape and stripping away its atmosphere at a rate of 200 quadrillion tons per year. The material is being siphoned off into a swirling disk around the star. This planet is in a death spiral, being consumed by its own sun. Its lifespan is estimated to be just another 10 million years, a blink of an eye in cosmic terms. It's a world caught in a slow-motion, agonizing act of stellar cannibalism. Standing on this planet, if you could, would be like standing on a ship Jeonju is actively sinking into a sea of fire. Now, for something completely different, let's journey to a place Yali would crush you in an instant. Kepler 1c, nicknamed Megarath, is a rocky planet about 2.3 times the size of Earth, but 17 times more massive. The gravity on this super-Earth is more than double what we experience. Just standing up would be an immense struggle. Walking would be impossible. Over time, your bones would be crushed under your own weight. The atmospheric pressure would be equally. We're talking pressures so immense, they would turn carbon into diamond. In fact, scientists speculate that planets like this could be diamond planets, with a surface glittering with trillions of carat, a beautiful but deadly treasure chest. Let's head back to the fiery side of the universe and visit Kepler 7b. This planet is roughly Earth, but that's where the similarities end. It orbits its star at a distance of only 1.5 million kilometers. To put that in perspective, Mercury, our solar system's innermost planet, is about 46 million kilometers from the Sun at its closest. The surface of Kepler 70b is a sea of lava, with temperatures estimated to be between 2000 and 2800 degrees Celsius. It's so close to its star that it completes a full orbit, its year, in just 8.5 hours. It's a world perpetually on fire, a true inferno where the ground itself is a boiling, molten ocean. But what about a world of darkness? Introducing TRES to be the darkest exoplanet ever discovered. This gas giant is blacker than coal, reflecting less than 1% of the light that hits it. Scientists are still puzzled as to why it's so dark. It could be due to light-absorbing chemicals in its atmosphere. But don't let the darkness fool you. This planet is not cold. It orbits its star closely, and its atmosphere is heated to about 1000 degrees Celsius. So it's not just dark. It's a world of burning, suffocating blackness. It has been described as a phantom planet, a sphere of inky void that glows with a faint, deep red heat like a hot piece of charcoal in the eternal night of space. Let's not forget about planets without stars. The rogue planets. Take PSOJ 318.5-22, for example. This gas giant drifts through interstellar space, untethered to any star. With no sun to warm it, it's a world of perpetual night and unimaginable cold. However, it's still young and retains some of the heat from its formation, glowing faintly in the infrared spectrum. Imagine floating alone in the infinite, cold vacuum of space, with no sun, no dawn, and no hope of warmth. It's the ultimate embodiment of cosmic loneliness and desolation. A wanderer lost in the dark. And finally, let's talk about a planet that might not even be a planet. 55 Cancri is a super-Earth orbiting a sun-like star. For a while, it was thought to be the ultimate diamond planet, composed largely of carbon in the form of diamond and graphite. Imagine a world with mountains of diamond and seas of liquid carbon. While more recent studies have cast some doubt on this, it's still a world of extremes. Its surface temperature on the day side is hot enough to melt metal. The conditions are so bizarre that we can't even be sure what state of matter would exist there. It's a reminder that the universe is far stranger and more hostile than we can possibly imagine. From sideways glass rain and lava showers to bone-crushing gravity and eternal darkness, the universe is home to some truly monstrous worlds. These planets aren't just they're active, violent, and utterly deadly. They serve as a stark reminder of how precious and rare our own planet is. The fine-tuned conditions that allow life to flourish here on Earth are incredibly fragile. We live on a tiny, beautiful oasis in a vast and often terrifying cosmic desert. So next time you look up at the stars, remember the deadly worlds we visited today. It might just make you appreciate home a little bit more. Thanks for joining us on this tour of the universe's deadliest planets. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey into a nightmare, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.